All right, so thanks for joining us. I'm Brian McKay here with lead playtester Nick Rosner.
Yes, hello.
This is part 2 of our Hands on Deck series. Right now we'll be playing the first mates of each of the crews.
CaLee the Swashbuckler. So I'll just go ahead and pull apart their kit. Okay, so CaLee is a swashbuckling, rum-drinking dude, and he's got a lot of high risk, high reward is really the way you describe him. And you'll see that reflected in his cards. So actually let's go this way. So first off, let's take a look at his strength. Standard 1 damage. However, it does pierce, and piercing is when it is countered or blocked, you deal 1 unblockable damage.
Yeah.
So it just some ongoing damage. So a little bit of aggression right there. That's an aggressive move.
Yeah, no matter what, you get that 1 damage.
Exactly. Then an interesting one, Drink Rum. Drink Rum is the intelligence move, and it deals no damage, and those are always very interesting. And it stuns if it hits, which is if you counter an enemy ability, they exhaust it, so great. And if you take no damage this round, heal 4, which is like almost half HP. So for like a somewhat aggressive looking character, a big heal, man, that's great.
Yeah, this move is kind of, it looks bad, but is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, oh, if I take no damage, but I'm always going to be taking damage. But if you play it against an opponent that's resting, you get the heal. If you play it against an opponent that's defending, you get the heal. If you play it against an opponent that played the fist, the strength card, you counter them, and since you counter them, you don't take any damage, so you get the heal. So of their 6 cards, you get to heal against half of them.
That's excellent odds.
Yeah, at minimum.
Yeah.
If they have other cards that don't deal damage, like, healing cards like this one,
Yeah.
you get the heal.
Yeah.
So more often than not, you're getting the heal. So it people get scared by the taking no damage part, but it's actually really strong.
Right. And yeah, healing 4 off of that is great. I mean, yes, if you do lose out on that, it feels bad because you didn't deal any damage either.
Right.
But hey, high risk, high reward. That's a big reward.
That's right.
Okay, and then for his probably signature move, I'd say Flourishing Shot, his agility, it is 4 damage, which is definitely on the high level. That's 4 is
Very
always
high.
high. Basically the top, except for some special circumstances. Anyway, it is vulnerable, which means if it is countered, it is exhausted. So a little bit of balance there for a standard move. And if it is blocked or countered, it deals 4 unblockable damage to yourself. So that's bad times.
It's very bad times. That 4 damage comes with a hefty drawback.
Exactly. But it doesn't say that it doesn't deal the damage in that time. Oh wait, no. Sorry. If it's blocked or countered, I'm sorry. But what I was going to say is, if it does counter, then you're in there, and that's good. The rest of his kit, standard rest, of course. Twin flintlocks, a 2 damage weapon. That's always good. Like 2 is good.
Yeah,
for a weapon.
He's got 2 guns, so his weapon does 2 damage. That was the rationale behind that one.
I mean, it's good. What I like about a weapon that has at least higher damage is that, like, lots of times weapon is used to execute, but like this one, you can use it to also be a damage dealer. Yeah, not just the kill shot.
You can't always get the execute. You might as well just get some more damage along the way.
Exactly. And lastly, his defense, grit, blocking damage, deals 1 unblockable damage. For an aggressive character who can already heal, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Lastly, his ultimate. I think this is one of my... It's not my favorite ultimate, but I do like ultimates like this. It's 1 energy to pull out, deals 2 damage, and it just stores. It's simple. It just adds damage.
Yep.
It's just good, and it's going to come back over and over, more than likely.
You're going to get to play it a lot over the course of the game. Anytime you counter an enemy ability, well, you just found 2 more damage in your kit.
You drew a card.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Exactly. It's not very flashy, but you get to play it a lot.
Yes.
And it adds up quick.
I love that. This is going to be great. I hopefully I see it more than 0 times. All right.
I'll be playing EllisTehra, the Enticer. She's a very low power character, but she's all about backing the opponent into a corner. And we'll start with her ultimate, which is a passive, Parlay. It takes 1 energy to turn on, and at the end of the round, you can choose to exhaust 1 of the cards in your hand to make your opponent exhaust the card of the same symbol from their hand. When you do this, it loses the energy. So much like your quick shot that you keep getting back, this turns off and on. I have to get that 1 energy to be able to use the parlay each time I want to use it. It is optional, but it helps me in so many different situations. If I'm getting low on cards, I can exhaust my weapon to force you to exhaust your weapon, and suddenly I'm not in danger of being executed.
It's pretty good.
So that's her passive.
I also really like that even though it is seems to function the same as just having drawn in your hand, it's not. You don't have to play it to get this ability, and it's an optional thing that just can come out.
Yeah, it's not taking your play for the turn. It's working alongside the cards you're already playing to help force your opponent into a corner. And then that brings us to her 3 basic attacks, which all work the same way, except this one does 3 damage. This is a 1 damage that says if your opponent plays Strength next round, they take 4 unblockable damage. The Agility one stops them from playing Agility, and the Intelligence one stops them from playing Intelligence. And, getting to control what cards your opponent plays on the next round can really help you predict, it narrows down their choices and helps you get ahead. It doesn't absolutely force them to play a card. They can always just take that 4 damage hit, but, you can only do that so many times before it catches up to you.
Right.
But she's looking to play a longer game and force the opponent into different situations. Her weapon is also reflective of that. It doesn't deal any damage, but it blocks all damage dealt to her this round. So it's a second defend, essentially.
Yeah.
But it still executes like any other weapon.
That's great.
Her block is, it has the standard if you block damage, heal 1, but it also has the effect that if your enemy played defend, you get this back. And this could be a tremendous leg up in matchups. Usually when both players play defend, neither player gets anything, and that's sad. But because she always gets this back, if that happens, you're almost always able to block damage with this ability. If you didn't get to block damage, you get another chance at it later. It doesn't work if the opponent plays rest against it, and that's the way to beat this card. Just like most defends, and she has a standard rest to round out the kit.
It's good. I really like that defense, honestly. That seems...
It's very powerful.
It's strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, so let's get to it.
I'm really scared I'm going to accidentally take 5 damage from one that hit, and then the...
I'll leave my most recently played card on top of the exhausted pile, so you can... And I'll try to remind you.
Okay, thank you.
Ooh, a good block.
All right.
So I take 1 unblockable damage because you successfully defended, and you are not subject to this effect because I didn't hit you.
Perfect. Yeah. I realize when defenses that can deal unblockable damage are feasible on the first turn, which you might not normally consider to do.
They are better on the first turn. Although I'm not opposed to playing defense that heal on the first turn, because usually players want to open with their strongest attacks, and those are the ones you want to defend.
Yeah,
so.
I agree. That's true. Some of them let you do that even with more impunity.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, hey.
So I block, but you have Pierce, so I take the 1 unblockable damage.
Okay.
But if I block damage, I heal 1, so I'm going to go back up.
So the piercing itself is a separate damager. It's not this damage that goes through, correct?
Right. It's the Pierce effect. There are some cards that have 2 or 3 attack with Pierce on them, so that just a little bit gets through. It's always just piercing for 1 damage.
Okay, so it does. So it triggers things that on defense do this, or on block damage.
But it essentially cancels out the normally free healing that I would get for playing defend.
Right. And this thing goes back if I played defense.
Yeah,
right.
But that wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
I'm still worried about that flourishing shot coming in over my head.
Oh no!
I was playing this to block the 4 damage from your flourishing shot, but instead I had executed you.
You have executed me
Accidentally.
I thought, what are the chances he executes me right now?
Oops! I won the game. Do you want to play another one with these same characters?
I would like to.
Okay, let's go back.
And just like that, we've completely reset our game instantly.
Wow, the setup time, it's amazing.
I thought you were going to do it again. Just like that, we set it up again.
All right, you get the better end of this deal, and you get your quick draw directly into your hand, and I lose my very valuable defend ability.
Good for me. That was a good move. First turn resting, very risky. Sometimes it's a good move.
Okay,
right.
I take 2.
Take 3.
And then next round, if you play intelligence, you're gonna add 4 more on top of that 3.
Got it.
for a very, very spicy 7. Yeah, and there's your energy. A fine block. I take 1 unblockable damage.
Block is very strong against her very strong hit abilities.
Yeah, most of the power of these abilities are wrapped up in the hit effect.
Yeah.
And denying that from me makes me very sad.
Which is why her defend is also very good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of replaying.
That's right. Again, I was trying to play the Cutlass to block. I'm very scared of your 4 damage shot.
I shouldn't play so wild. So me resting here is something I do a lot, which is early resting which doesn't seem to be necessary at all.
Yeah.
Against many players.
Because why would I play weapon on that turn?
Why would you play weapon?
Well, the reason I played weapon, besides me wanting to try to block the damage from your flourishing shot, is that I really thought you would, if not play flourishing shot, play your weapon, since I was down to 3 cards.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes rest bad. And then this one is just not particularly good against your weapon or anything else that you have to play. So I went with my Cutlass, and I got myself another win.
You snuck a win. That's great. Yeah, my thought process was, I rest, I get my grip back, I get my rest back, I get my quick draw, and then if you played rest, we're back to the start, but I have a slight advantage.
Yeah.
If you play anything else, I thought you were going to play rest because of your number of cards.
I really did think about playing rest, but I went for the defensive color. Your weapon is incredibly strong. Yeah,
the defense is excellent. I keep forgetting that it can defend, so it's like, hey, might as well throw it out instead of wait until it can hit, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, excellent.
All right.
All right.
Do you want to go again, or should we move on to the giant sea monsters?
I mean, I'm willing to do it again.
All right, one more.
You're all playing for a sticker now, so the winner gets to keep the sticker.
Wow, is that the Solus Game Studios sticker?
It's an official sticker.
Is this available in the web store?
Fortunately not.
Oh, okay. Well, then that makes this even more valuable.
Why? I could stick it on my forehead.
If you win.
if I win, yeah, that's right. But unfortunately, I first turn rested, and you saw that, and you... No. Good thing I didn't first.
Good thing I got shot in the head for 4 damage.
Right.
But I do have my passive active now.
Okay. Now, can you use its effect the moment it turns on?
Yes, so this triggers at the end of each round.
Okay.
So the rest gives me the energy, and now I can use it.
Right. So in terms
Right
of timing, things that are end of round, like they happen at the end, and so all other things sort of resolve, and then the end of round stuff happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little weird.
No, it
I
makes
admit,
sense.
But so I am going to. I'm not going to use it right now because it does use the energy when I use it, so I'd have to re-earn it.
Okay.
So I'll just sit here at 6 health on the first turn.
It's pretty good. It's a little pretty good.
For you.
A little pretty good. I was really thinking of resting.
I was
really thinking of resting.
All right, so I block the damage, but you have piercing, so I still take the 1.
Okay.
And this does nothing to you.
Lucky.
That turned out pretty well for you.
Yeah, now you're down to 5.
I am down to 5. At the end of that round, let's see. No, we'll hang on to it again.
Okay. Okay.
All right, put you for 3.
I rest. I just put all this stuff on my hand. Feels good to do.
It's always great to just draw a bunch of cards, essentially.
But I won't be able to play one of those cards.
Yeah, so because I hit you, if you play intelligence next round, you're going to take 4 more. Your intelligence card does heal you for 4.
It's true. But if you dealt damage and I played that, I would essentially get one-shotted. Yeah. Which would be funny for the camera, but I don't really want to do that.
It'd be great. You should do it just for the giggles.
Ryan didn't say to do it. He is the creator of Pocket Paragons. I feel obligated.
The one card I can never take away from you is your quick draw, though. I don't have an ultimate card in my hand to use for the parlay.
Oh, right.
There's because these characters were kind of designed to be played against each other. There's little things like that, like the psychotic break against the rum, kind of thing. With the 2 captains, the blue captain, his affinity is intelligence, and the red captain, her affinity is strength. So he beats her in this one. But for the first mates, your affinity is agility and mine is intelligence. So if we both play our affinity card the first turn, you win that one.
Yeah. And
For the sea monsters, the octopus has strength to the other guy's agility. So
yeah, it's always it's fun little.
I think about things like this. I mean, I put a lot of probably unnecessary thought into things like this. But
So if you see a coincidence and you're like, maybe that was real. Yes.
just give me the benefit of the doubt,
Or we
you
just
know?
say it is.
And if you see something that I didn't intentionally design, well, maybe you'll think higher of me when I don't deserve it.
Good move.
Well,
semi-good move.
It's a good pierce on your part, so I take the 1, but then I heal 1.
Right. And just block there.
I am going to use my parlay at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to exhaust my agility to force you to exhaust your agility.
Good move, considering
This is probably my worst card, and that is probably your best card. So,
Right.
but now I've just put myself down to 2 cards.
The old 50-50.
The old 50-50, and I got 5 hit points. But at least I'm not taking 4.
So you have strength and...
Yeah, I have my strength and my rest.
Got it, okay.
Did I do it?
Let's see.
I did.
All right. Okay, let's see if I can remember my thought process on this one. If you played the strength, yes, you don't instantly lose. However, I am bringing you pretty low, and then you've got to do a rest anyway. I have some more. I think I wouldn't be able to
So
kill
on
you.
5, yeah. You could do 2 and then another 2 to me, which would be very bad.
It would, but most likely I would have been in a high advantage situation because let's say you do that first, then I know I can rest freely, and again I have a big advantage when I rest because of the number of cards. So that was really just my best bet in that situation. I
Yeah.
think.
All right. Well, good game. You win the sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I don't deserve this, but I'll take it.
No, you definitely earned it. So thanks for watching, and when we come back for the third part of this series, we'll be playing the giant sea monsters of the Hands on Deck series.
Big guys.
Yeah.
Love it.
They're very complicated.
Yeah, but also very fun.